Hello, everybody. Welcome to another live stream with Mint Markets. Today is Monday, another week, another chance for us in the market. Let me remind you that all being said and shown here by me is my personal opinion. I'm not a trader or investment advisor, so please do not risk real money on anything being said and shown here. If you do, you could potentially lose money. I will jump right into the analysis. I will guide you through what I think was likely to happen in the market, and if I find trade setups, I will take them live in front of you, executing them live in front of you in a demo account. So far we had news already at 9:45 Chicago PMI, and I am looking for lower prices today. We have already had some movement up at 9:30, taking out some high here's, and I'm looking for the market to go down today. We have our first fair value gap here, and a big one here rather. Let me mute myself real quick, and I want to see if we can go through this fair value gap, and if this fair value gap can act as resistance in order to go down here. And I will actually get ready to short here. We have one fair value gap here. So far looks good. Let me test the comment section as well. If you're watching the stream, let me know. It would be cool to interact with you. You're ready to share your opinions, ask questions, whatever you like. We have a fair value gap here, traded to the midpoint so far, and traded to the premium of this first fair value gap. Let's see if we can go lower from here. That's what I would like to see. Like to see a drop from here. The first fair value gap, let's measure that. That's almost 30 handles. That's a lot. So far, let's see. So far it looks good. Looks like it wants to go lower. Again, what I would like to see, it dropping below and then come back and touch this first fair value gap of today once more. So far so good. And I'm going to sell short here, and I will put my stop loss. Let me check that. I will put my stop loss above here. And my take profit is going to be, let me check this real quick. My take profit is going to be, my ultimate take profit is going to be here. And I want my stop loss to be let me check. I want to beat I want my stop loss to be above here. It's a lot risk, admittedly. But I think maybe I wanna, since it's a lot of risk. Might wanna I take some off here, so I have more reasonable a reasonable stop loss, so that's about 2%. That's fine, and we should not come back to here if I'm right. And in fact, we had a fair value gap here. It's a little bit busy, sorry about that. We have a fair value gap of 10.03, which is kind of my silver bullet fair value gap entry here. It's also the midpoint of this first fair value gap, and I'm targeting these equal highs here below. And I don't want to come back. I don't want it to come back actually to break this high here. And I want to take another contract off here after we took out these highs here. and I will reduce the risk to I will be actually leaving it here. I don't want to strangle my trade. I am allowing price to come to wick into this fair value gap here, volume imbalance here. So I'm leaving the stop here. It's not ideal if it comes back all the way here, but it might want to run out this high again here before going lower. And I want to allow that. I have banked already some partial profits here. It came right back to the midpoint here. So traded through the fair value gap, took out the low, came right to the midpoint, and so far it's going lower, which is good. And ideally it wants to go right through this wick here and not reject here and make a market structure shift higher. That would be ideal. It would be good if it stays heavy here and just rolls over. Just made a lower low. I will take another partial off here. Bank some more profit here. And we have banked almost 2,000 demo dollars of profit here, which is nice. And with the rest, I will keep on going here. Sell side liquidity was taken here. We also had a small 2022 model here, traded to the midpoint, back to the mid premium end, traded through this fair value gap, back up, took some short-term liquidity, back to the midpoint, and now we're rolling lower. And I would expect price now to take out this equal lows here. And the trade is also risk-free now, so whatever happens, there's nothing we can lose anymore, which is nice. Silver bullet entry here, and that's nice. That's 50 handles here. And we are short. Our target is just about to get hit, which is very nice. And I will also move the stop now a little bit lower, remove some risk here. And the target, we are very close of our target being hit. Let's see. Midpoint of the wick here should be resistance. We see price traded into it. Failed to go to the midpoint and should now be dropping lower. To these relative equal lows and maybe ultimately reach for this low here. It would be nice if we see that here. Hello Abdul, welcome back. I hope you're good. And you took a short but came out too soon. Doesn't matter, still a win, right? So nice, short was the way to go today. And my target is about to get hit here. Took already some partials here, so trade is already risk-free, banked around 2,000 bucks here. And now I can wait very relaxed, see what happens here. And I'm confident still that we're going to see a run lower here. You took a short at 9.56 candle, which touched the February but came out due to fear. That's the first time after soon long I panic sold. Okay, 9.56. Oh, nice. So actually a 2022 model, but you closed too early. Got out a 10.05 candle. Nothing. Yeah, doesn't matter. Still good trade. Like that's still 50 handles in the S&P, so that's good. Nothing wrong with that. Of course, you could have held longer in hindsight, but the trade is good. Yeah. I understand that it's annoying, but it's not. Of course you can do better. But nothing wrong with that one still. That's how we improve. I do stupid things as well. But the main takeaway should be you had a really good entry and you were holding the trade. You took out 50 handles in the S&P, that's or at least a couple of handles, which is good, and you have a win. Of course, you regret getting out too early, I understand, but it's still a good trade and you will improve. Next time you will hold longer. Yeah, I feel you. I have the same thing. Like, I understand once you're in profit, you get nervous. You want to don't lose. You don't want to lose anything. And I have the same problem sometimes, or I have the same problem. Let's say it like this. I take partials too early sometimes. I feel like, but that's when I take partials. If I feel like, oh, I can't stand it anymore. I want to close the trade. I'm in profit. Then I take partials. And if I now I'm making like 3,000 bucks if it hits my target. If I would have held all contracts to the target, I would have made like 5,000 bucks. So I miss some profit for sure. But yeah, that's how you grow. And to fight my anxiety to hold the trade, I take partials, and that's fine. Still a win, still profit. Good day. Sold two also too early, then another one after. Took out the low here, sold two, took out another low here, sold one, took out another low here, sold one, and then finally hit the target. Take profit was hit, and we banked about 3,000 bucks, which is nice. So yeah, good day. Nothing wrong with that, I guess. And I think we could thanks. Cola next, sure. Maybe I drink a cola today. Um, Also, congrats to you. You have a winning trade, even if it's a small one. You got a right entry, you got a right bias, you got a win. So congrats on that. The next time you will hold a little bit longer and make it even better. So next target is here. Sell side liquidity here. Looks like it wants to go lower still. And it can do so. Oh, I have to remove the executions again. So I think you can go a little bit lower here. My charts are really busy. I need to clean them up, especially on the higher time frames. So we have a low here, midpoint of the week, relatively equal lows here, 19,955 really looks juicy to me, in my opinion. Fair value gap here, pretty low here, but still. Next fair value gap is below this low here, here, and here. Let's see if we can go all the way down. We took out highs, inefficiency, and now it looks like we're breaking lower on the daily chart. Let's see what we get. These relatively equal lows look really juicy here. So I could really see 19,955 here. So you are working on a crypto bot as well. It's a spot trading bot based on volume, MA and EMAs, VWAP and trendline breakouts. Should I share the Pine script here? It works beautiful. I want to sell the bot, but first I want to make sure that it works, and can you test it for me? I'm not really trading crypto. I'm also I have no clue about bots, to be honest. Like, I wouldn't know how to test it. Of course, you can share it. Nothing wrong about that. You can share it with everybody here if you like. I'm not sure how I can help you test it. I don't trade crypto. I have no clue about bots or anything. I'm not an IT or programming guy at all. Like I'm a really basic computer user. Um, Not sure how I can help you test it. How do you mean plug it in? Are you going to send me a stick, a data stick, or what? Sorry, I have really no. I'm not. I'm really. I have no clue about these things. Even no. Even I don't code. I made it from coding chatbots. Okay, but how can I test it? How in a way you cannot test it yourself? I'm not really not really sure. I'm really not sure how I can help you. I mean, can't you just test it yourself and see if it works? Is it like required that someone else is testing it? And then is it possible to test it if I don't have a crypto broker or anything? I'm sorry, I'm really I have no clue about this. No, just want me to check it out. But how can I use it? Like, do I need a crypto broker? How can I plug it in? Work? Does it work with TradingView? Um, I mean, sure, you can share it, but not sure how I can. You have to tell me how I can test it or how I can use it. I have no clue about these things. Sorry about that. I'm a classical Excel user. You just gotta insert the script into your print script TradingView. It's like an indicator, custom indicators. Hmm. All right. I mean, sure, I can. I can. Can't you just like? Can you do it like? Can you do it like? Can you just not create like an indicator on TradingView and so that someone can use and find it? Because I think you can share like or you can like publish indicators, right? Can you just create it on TradingView so that one can search it? All right, let me focus on price in the meantime. So we have traded we have traded into the rejection blocks here. We have an old first fair value gap here, traded right into that, took out the equal lows here, equal lows here, equal lows taken here, traded into this fair value gap, old first fair value gap, traded into that. Let's see if we have a market structure shift here. We actually had a market structure shift here. Low, high, lower, low. Broke that. Traded into fair value gap. Old first fair value gap here as well. Traded into that. And trading higher from this, took out the liquidity here. Are back at the midpoint of today's first fair value gap. Are back at the low end here. And can you post it in the comment section maybe? I mean, commentary is open, right? I'm not sure what the chat limit window is. So we traded back to the midpoint, took out these highs again. Sure, Twitter should be working. I'm not sure if there's a word limit as well, but sure. So let me focus on price again. I think should be possible. Send me a message on Twitter. Um, I will check it out later. I actually want to focus on price now again. But I think there should be a way. I think Twitter definitely has a direct message option. So just try to send it on Twitter. All right, so back to price. So we traded back into the midpoint of the first fair value gap, took out a short-term high here, dropped after reaching to the midpoint, back to a fair value gap here. So basically that's actually a buy here, in my opinion. That should be actually a buy here. I'm going to take a long here with one contract. And I will put a stop here, a fair value gap here. And I want to, where do I want it? Fair value gap here, that should act as support. And I want it at the high of the first fair value gap here. And where do I want my stop? Actually, I want it a little bit higher here. I want it at the midpoint of, I want it at the midpoint of, just doing this for practice session. That's not a very high probability trade in my opinion. And it looks like it's failing anyways. So it's also, I'm just using one contract because it's basically against my bias here. It's basically against my higher time frame bias here. And I might get stopped out on this one. Doesn't look good. Yeah, we'll get stopped out on this one most likely. It's not the reaction I wanted to see. Midpoint of this wick, but it will stop me out. All right, there we go. Took a small little loss here. It's okay. That ends my trading day. All right, all right, all right. Fair value gap here. Midpoint of the first fair value gap here. yeah, was not the best trade. Was not the best trade in hindsight. Traded through, traded back. It's actually short here. Traded back to the midpoint here. But I'm not touching it now anymore. I'm happy with the results. Just unnecessary loss now here, but it's alright. It's a nice move. Down to here, 55 handles in the S&P. And what is it doing here right now? Not sure. I think it's still bearish, but it's a little bit distorted now. A little bit choppy right now. Just came back, dropped here, came back to the midpoint, and now it looks like it's dropping lower. Fair value gap here, 15-minute fair value gap here on the 10 a.m. candle. Traded into that midpoint, and now it's probably going lower here. We have 4 minutes before the last hour macro as well. It's probably short little retracement. It's probably going lower now from here. That's what I'm expecting after all. I think we'll see another run lower here. Has taken buy side liquidity here. And the 50% level of is here approximately. 50% level, retracement to 50% level from this high to this low here. Back into the first fair value gap. I think it will go lower from here. Gun to my head. Yeah, I think the same. But it's a little bit conflicting analysis. We have an old low here. We have the New York, the 830 opening price here. Fair value gap I don't see here. We have one here. I think it will go lower from here as well, but it's not really clear for me. I can kind of see both sides. I prefer the lower side here, but I could basically see both sides here. I think it will just, I don't think I will trade anymore today. I think that will be it. Also, I have to get off today because I have an appointment at 6 o'clock, so I cannot stay too long here. And I don't think it's productive to stay longer here. I will see if there's anything forming in the last hour macro now, and if not, I will probably let it be for today. Where have you sent it now? On Twitter? I don't see anything yet. Twitter or? All right, last community post. Okay, I will check that out. Let me check that out real quick. Community post on all right, thanks Abdul. I have received it. I can copy and I can paste it. Bottom right, Pine editor. Yeah, I got it. All right, thanks. I will not be able to do it right now or today. I have an appointment, so we'll actually close the stream pretty soon, or basically right now. But I have received it. I can copy it and I will check it out on a later time. I'm not sure if I'm the right person to help you, but I can try it out, sure. And I will let you know what my experience is. with that. I think yeah, I think it's a good time to stop anyways, because the market is just in a holding pattern right now, so there's nothing really I wanna do or I can see right now. So I will close the stream. I think I will be back tomorrow again, 10 a.m. to 11 most likely. If not, I will write anything on a community post. And thanks for watching, everybody. Thanks for watching up till, and see you tomorrow or see you next time. All the best wherever you are. If you like what I'm doing, would be nice if you could hit the like button or subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so. And I will see you next time, hopefully. Was a good session. One win, one small loss, and net positive today with about 2,500 bucks. And I will see you next time. All the best. Bye bye.